Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with the Road to Success. Hey, girl. How you doing?
Hey girl. Good. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, girl. Are you ready
Good.
for these questions?
Girl, I'm ready as I'm gonna get, girl. Bring it on, chat.
Mm. Okay, so question number one. What made you want to start YouTube?
I started YouTube, I think, what was the year? It was a long time ago, girl. Like, if you look at my channel, it literally said like 16 years ago. That's when I like posted my first video. And the reason why I posted a video because I was into music. I absolutely loved
Mm,
singing. And I just wanted to share my gifts with the world. And YouTube was like the newest, biggest thing at the time. So it just felt like the thing
mm-hmm.
to do. So
Yes, girl. I
and here we
already
are.
know.
I'm
Shoot.
I'm back in full effect. So
Period. And I'm feeling it. I'm so glad that you're back in full effect because we was missing you over there taking your break. Now everybody needs their break, honestly, because this can really get tiring when you're content creating, and just coming up
girl.
with ideas and just trying to stay on track. It can kind of be a lot sometimes.
Yeah,
So
girl.
I
On top
completely
of life.
understand. On
Yes.
top of life. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl. So the next question I have for you here has to do with the video you was actually talking about some of them or one of them in particular. You made a video that was the Nicki Minaj warning. That video did so good. It had 146,000 views. That's amazing. So congrats to you, sis. Yes, that's what's up.
Girl, that is so
So
funny.
what made you want to do that video?
At the time, I was recording in the studio and I did a song. Well, Nicki Minaj, first of all, had just came out. First of all, like she was
Mm-hmm.
super popping.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I was literally trying to grow my YouTube channel. They had it set up back then where if you recorded a video, you could post it right underneath the artist video. So
Mm.
when I did the video, I posted it under one of her videos, and I guess I kind of knew that would bring people. And plus, at the time, I was just trying to find my voice. I didn't know if I wanted to rap, sing, and I was just a fan of Nicki Minaj. So, girl, I don't know. That was so long ago, Chad. It's kind of embarrassing thinking about it now, but people liked
You're
it.
so
So
funny.
for real, it is, girl, because that was like so long ago. I was like so young. So.
Girl, let me tell you. First off, I did not know that you can sing down the way that you did. Like,
Girl,
what? I
I was
didn't know that
busting
you could
it
sing
down.
like that. That's actually amazing.
Child, that was what it was, girl. That's all I knew. So, like I said, I never knew I would get on YouTube to actually talk to people. You know what I'm saying? It was just me. I was like, hey, I'm here to sing and that's it. But I found out people wanted to hear what I had to say too. So
Mm-hmm.
and I hope I don't be
Yeah.
rambling y'all tonight because I'm delusional. I had a busy day. So
Whatever, girl. So I really love the songs that you did. I like the cover that you was able to do, and I really want to be able to like let people that haven't heard some of the songs that you sang hear them. So I do want to play this one, the one that you
oh,
did for Mary J. Blige, "Sweet Thing." I thought it was so cute. Y'all have to hear her. So let me play this
you
real
so
quick.
sweet. Okay.
Me is where you want to be. I just want to satisfy you. Cause you're not mine and I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Let me know or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa, whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Yes, you are. Period, girl.
Thank you,
Period, girl.
girl.
Doing your big one. Yes.
Girl,
I was
love.
really loving it. So make sure y'all definitely go and check her out because yeah. When you go, you gotta go to them old videos,
Girl, you
okay?
gotta go way
Yeah.
back in time, okay?
Way back in time. Yeah, I was feeling it. So that was really dope. I really love the fact that you had did that. So the next question that I have for you here is, have you ever recorded a song of your own?
Girl, yes. I have a whole album I don't did, girl. I thought I was gonna be a famous singer. That's why I'm like, what? I can't believe I'm not like doing anything with my music. But yeah, I do. I got a lot of original music.
That's me and you both, girl, honestly, because I actually have some songs that I don't even know where they are, but
You
we'll
recorded
see
some
what happens with
songs.
that.
Girl, did you
Yeah,
rap,
girl,
sing? What did you
we'll
do?
see. Huh?
What did you rap, sing? What was you doing?
I do both.
Girl, might be a little
Yeah, I
collab.
do both.
Might be a little
That'll be
collaboration.
that would actually be so sick. That would be so sick. But
Girl.
yes, girl. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go and subscribe to her channel and check out her content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is, you made a video that you titled, Congrats, Your Job Released You, My Entrepreneurial Journey. And I wanted to ask, because you talked about a whole lot in that video, but one thing in particular that you did talk about slightly was that you had a trucking company. So, what made you want to own your own trucking company?
Man, it's crazy. That's one of those things I never thought I would be doing. It just happened by the grace of God, I must say. I think it was one of those things where I was being obedient to what he was telling me to do. Because a lot of times we have our own plans for ourselves and it may or may not work out. But also, if we're really paying attention, God is putting things in our face and telling us, well, you're doing that, but actually, this is what you should be doing. So, what it was,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say back in, it was years ago. It had to be maybe like 2017 or 2018. I was working in a cell phone store, and because I've always had sales jobs. Sales has always been my thing. And there was a guy that came in and he was like, you know what? I really like the way you sold me that cell phone with these accessories. And he was like, have you ever thought about being a freight broker? And I was like, no, that don't sound interesting, especially if it's involving trucking. And so he bought me a book, told me about the business and how much money you could make and yada yada yada. But I wasn't interested. Long story short, though, probably like 2 years ago, I had a friend guy who started a dump truck business. So because he started that dump truck business, he needed somebody to help him find contracts and etc. And because of the administrative skills I have and just the problem solving skills I have, naturally the freight broker thing came back to mind. But instead of starting the brokerage, decided to be a dispatcher simply because a brokerage takes a lot of money to start, and it's just a lot more involved with it. But that's how I started. I started as a freight dispatcher because, like I said, I had a friend with a trucking business, and I just started
Mhm.
diving more into it. And then eventually, I graduated to compliance and things like that. So I'm trying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to summarize things. So
You're fine. Yes, but I love it. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, you made a video, another one that you titled Dealing with Setbacks in Your Business, My Personal Story and Strategy for Success, Entrepreneurship 101. So in that video, you mainly talked about how when you were younger, you kind of always wanted to be like a fitness coach and whatnot,
yeah,
and you even have your own you even had your own like LLC, or maybe what was it? It was Fit Thick with Purple
Oh
Six.
yeah, yeah, fitness. Yes, ma'am. Little fitness brand. Girl,
Mm-hmm.
you should be a
Yeah.
journalist. Okay, like what?
You're so funny. So I wanted to ask you when it came to all of that, because you did speak in that or speak on that, and how you just like went through all types of like ups and downs. You felt like throughout your journey of being able to be into the fitness, that you felt like you was comparing yourself to like other people, and that
Yeah,
made you kind of feel down, and just like disappointments and rejections from different jobs that you
yeah,
tried to get hired at and wasn't
yeah.
really hired or anything like that. So I wanted to ask, if someone was going through the same thing, what advice would you give them to keep their hope in what they're doing, and like remind them of why they wanted to do it in the first place?
Ooh, girl, that's a good question. My gosh, how? Okay, let me think. Hmm. Because I'm not. I'm gonna say this. Initially, um, I did get discouraged and quit. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started out on my personal training journey, and I'm mentioning that because that's when I started to notice like the rejections and things like that. When I started out with Fit Thick with Purple Six, I got certified in personal training. I was trying to get a job at different gyms and such, and didn't get hired for X reasons. And I got discouraged. I'm not gonna lie. I gave up, and I said, you know what, I don't want to do this. But I think what it was that made me get back out there in general, not even just with the personal training, with everything, YouTube, the trucking business, was literally just me building up my my mental space. That's really what it was. So my advice to somebody who is going through that same thing is to really, really like dive into, let me see, find you a self-love, self-care journey where you're reading scripture if you that's what you believe in. You're getting into the word, getting into the Bible, meditating, listening to motivational videos. Because that's just kind of what I did. I started doing affirmations, I started journaling. I like completely changed my whole circle. It was just really a mindset thing. I really, really just had to switch my mindset, and I had to literally like brainwash myself with motivational content, positive people, praying, just really getting closer to God. Really, that's just how it worked out for me. Like getting closer to God, and in the process of doing that, I started to find, I'm gonna say, my self-worth. I'm gonna be honest, like, and it just kind of translated in general across the board. I started to become more confident. People may think that saying affirmations is cliche, but it really, really does work. Like saying
Yeah,
affirmations, talking to
it
yourself.
does.
And
Mm-hmm.
also joining community, stepping out of comfort zone, and even if I was scared, I was literally just putting myself in uncomfortable situations. Like I started joining different groups with different women, local groups, and when I was joining those groups, those women were seeing things in me that I almost didn't think I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? So when people start seeing things in you and they start um complimenting you, and just speaking life into you, that also gives you another sense of
Mm-hmm.
confidence too. So just,
Yeah.
I guess, just to summarize it, if you're someone who's struggling with that right now, you're really just gonna have to really just push past that fear, and really go into isolation just a bit, pray about it, go into isolation, and really, really, really do dive deep into your mental space,
Mm-hmm.
and really just, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't want to go on and on, but even if it takes you getting a therapist, you know what I'm saying, and really, really
Mm-hmm.
understanding why you're thinking the way you're thinking. Because I had to get a therapist. Me getting a therapist, though, it had a lot to do with not just self-doubt, but also just eliminating like distractions and things like that too. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely feel you. Okay. So in that same video, that video had like a whole bunch of clips that you put together and you kind of just like spoke over it, you know? So one of the clips that I seen in there was actually just like a picture that I noticed and I thought it was really dope. So it said that it's not negative, it's necessary. How would you apply that to your life?
I say it's not negative, it's necessary because everything is a lesson learned. That it's just, I don't care if you made a mistake, you was messing with a guy or girl that you know you had no business messing with. I don't care. Like, and y'all don't broke up and you look back at it like, dang, what was I thinking? It
Mm-hmm.
was necessary for you to go through that experience so you can know what not to do next time, and how to move the next time. So yeah, it's never negative, it's necessary. Losing a job, getting fired, whatever, that it's not negative, because also things happen for a reason. It may have been
Yeah.
a reason why you lost that job. I would say for me,
Mm-hmm.
anytime I got fired from a job, better always came back out of it. And even if it wasn't better that may have came out of it, I for sure learned a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's never by coincidence in my world. So
Yeah. Okay. I definitely feel that for sure. All
yeah.
right. So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather stop brushing your teeth forever, or
I
would
love
you
these questions.
rather stop or would you rather stop watching your coochie?
Girl. Mm. I mean, they say that the coochie is self-cleaning, but and then, if you brush your teeth, you gotta talk to folks, you know what I'm saying? Mm. Darn, girl. Mm. I don't know. I think I gotta clean my kitty cat. I think I'd be more
Child,
embarrassed to have like, and plus you might be like, you might can feel like the buildup or something down there. You might be like
you
itching.
probably, I wouldn't know, but you probably can. I feel like people when they walk around all day and they be like, it ain't gonna be what they want it to be, child.
Right. So
Child.
I don't know. Yeah. So I guess I I would rather stop brushing my teeth. But can I at least do some mouthwash?
You could do that.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. As
You
long
could
as I
do
can do
that.
some
Yeah.
mouthwash.
That is so crazy. But nah, I feel
Yeah.
you. I would choose the same thing.
You so
Mhm.
funny.
All right. So the next question that I have for you here is, what made you want to name your channel The Road to Success?
Simply because that's the journey I'm on. I'm on the road to success. I didn't want to overthink it. I was like, that's just what it is right now. I am on the road to success. When I did decide to start my channel back, I said it was simply me wanting to document my journey in full-time entrepreneurship. Because I had just lost my job and I kept hearing that I needed to start posting every day on YouTube and talking about my journey. So that's how I initially started. I started out by posting every day and we're trying to post every day and talking about how day one went, how day two went. So that was the initial plan. And literally that's just what it was. Like I'm on the road to finding success. So my thing was just to bring people on my journey to the top. I wanted people to see where I started and where I'm going. So, and I feel like we're
Mm-hmm.
all kind of on that road. We're on the road to finding success. So, especially if you're a content creator. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay, girl. Yeah. So the next question I have for you here actually has to do with a video that you titled "The Lie We Tell Ourselves: How Being a Single Mom Holds You Back." Single moms, you need to hear this.
yeah.
So you stated in that video that the way you show up for your child is you should be showing up for yourself pretty much in that way. So you spoke on how single moms should also try to pretty much strive to be able to have their own business and all of that. Basically saying that just because you're a single mom doesn't mean that you can't do the best that you can for you, or you shouldn't have to like stop your dreams because you have a child. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to ask, like, for a single parent that wants to own a business, what advice would you give them?
First of all, get out of your own head. Um, and don't play, I don't want to say don't play victim, but I would say stop victimizing yourself. Now, the reason why I say this is because I mean, I actually have people in my life um that was doing that. That's really what inspired that video, honestly. So it's one of those things where I think when people, because of social media specifically, people put a negative, there's a negative perspective on being a single mom. It's single mom this and single mom that, and you're worthless. And I hate those videos. I really, really do. And I think because of what a lot of single moms hear and go through, it makes them a bit discouraged, and it makes them feel as if they can't be more than just a mom taking care of children. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, yes, it is going to take a bit more work whenever you have children that you're taking care of on your own. But again, it's all about really just getting out of that victim mindset, really putting on your cape, and really, really understanding, like, listen, if I don't do this for my children, who will? You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Hmm.
dad decided, I don't know what happened with the dad. Now, we don't know that part, but let's say if it's a deadbeat dad, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to unfortunately make those children suffer. They already don't have their dad, put it like that. So now they're depending on you. So why make the children suffer because you're too busy upset because he's not there? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, like, get out of the victim mindset and think about your children, creating a better life for them and for yourself at the end of the day. And just, again, mindset, you know what I'm saying? Changing your
Hmm.
perspective. Like, changing your
Yeah.
perspective, pushing yourself beyond your limits. If you really want different, you had to do different. We all say we want different, but we're doing the same things. We're creating the same patterns. We're not doing anything outside of what we normally do. So
Hmm.
stepping out of comfort zone.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Okay.
it just really came from a real life scenario. Like, somebody I'm very close to who's currently in that circumstance where she wants to pursue entrepreneurship, but I guess she kind of blames single motherhood on why she's unable to do so. But and I get it, like I said, but it's avenues and it's ways to do it, because there's women out here who's made it happen. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I definitely do. Sometimes we do get really closed up, and sometimes some people don't like to have too much on their plate. But I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? I think that has a lot to do with everyone individually in order to
Mhm.
really do that. And sometimes some people just need the extra helping hand. So I don't know, but yeah,
I would
I
say
hope that
this.
anyone that is a single parent can figure it out and hopefully it will go good.
I'm gonna say this. It really just depends, because if you're a single parent and you understand, like, hey, I'm accepting to this my life, this is what it is, and we're talking about entrepreneurship. I don't want to have a business. I'm fine with working a job and figuring it out, whatever. That's your prerogative. But for the ones who aspire for entrepreneurship, it's already hard as it is to operate in a business. So
Hmm.
you really, really just have to step out beyond yourself, though, if that's what you say you want to do. Otherwise, you may just have to rethink it. But I mean, it just takes a lot to you have to step outside of yourself because entrepreneurship is just hard. So I can only imagine having, children. Having a support system is always going to be good though. If you can find a good support system, I'm gonna say go for it. Like find you a support system
Mhm.
during your journey. But yeah, again, it's just, I mean, really just having that hunger though. You gotta just have that hunger for it. So
Yeah, you really do.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here on the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go and subscribe to her channel and check out her content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is, what is your biggest regret?
Hmm. Regret. Oh Lord. I don't know. You know what? I know this sound cliche. I don't have any regrets really. I mean, I guess I could say I mean, I could say I stayed in a relationship for longer than I should have. Okay. Like if I had to say that, like I was with someone that I knew wasn't for me, and I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I kept trying to make it work. And therefore it felt like years wasted when it finally did end or when I finally got the strength to leave the situation. But I mean, I still don't call it a regret though, because I felt like I had to go through that in order to get on my get start learning how to love on me first and finding self-worth, because honestly I didn't start really pouring into myself until after the relationship ended. So
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, if I thought back, to it, I'm like, dang, I wasted so many years in that situation, so
Mhm.
that could have been time spent on finding the right one. But again,
Right.
everything happens for a reason. So
Mhm. Yeah, that's definitely true. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what's your favorite part about being on YouTube and what's your worst?
that favor is for sure the community, meeting new people, interacting with new people. Obviously, I wouldn't have met this beautiful lady if it wasn't for you two, Miss KissFromJay. But definitely
Mhm.
community, like just finding people who are just finding your community, finding your people. That's my favorite part. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like the part that I don't like is the work you gotta put in, because it's not easy like people think, like we talked about before. People, you got all these videos
Mhm.
about people talking about getting it monetized in 30 days, and that ain't true. so so it's
Child.
okay. Like I seen a new video where somebody was talking about that. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's some work, you know what I'm saying? Like um you almost really do have to show up every day. You really do. Like even with me, like I've had to take some time off for the past week or two. And it's like even just with taking that time off, I've noticed a difference in my numbers. My numbers has dropped. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like you literally gotta be showing up consistently every day. And you just when it comes to YouTube, child, you gotta have that eye of the tiger. You for real, for real. Like if you
Yeah,
really trying to
you
grow
do.
on here.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
that's for real.
hmm
Yeah,
but
it's a
it's,
whole lot to it.
it is. It's really just being consistent though, truth be told though, as well. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, and having and being resilient. I'm gonna be honest,
Mhm.
like even if your numbers drop or you notice your engagement isn't the same, I mean, you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep pushing, you know? That's
Mhm.
life, girl.
Yes. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather talk like Eddie from Ed, and Eddie, or would you rather talk like Daffy Duck for the rest of your life?
Girl, don't get mad at me, but who's Ed, and Eddie?
You're so funny. So Ed, and Eddie is like a cartoon that used to be on Cartoon Network years ago. So I don't know if you've ever seen him, but he talk real slow, like not slow as in like slow, like not slow like that slow, like you need to be conked on your head type slow. You know what I'm saying? And he's always obnoxiously loud for no reason, and he just don't have a place in society to go sit down, child. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm putting
Danielle
attention to the
said, I was
chat.
thinking
Yeah.
the same thing. I'm old, bro. I don't know who Eddie is either.
Child, that's
Yeah,
what I said.
so
Like, I'm an old millennial, so I'm like, girl, how did I
yeah,
not know who
Eddie,
Eddie, who it,
Eddie,
Um,
he kind of like has. I wouldn't necessarily say a slur to his like talking, but he's just one of them people that seem like the drunkest person in the room. I'll say that.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'll say that.
okay. You
Hmm.
got me about ready to Google Eddie when we get off here, girl. But
Girl,
child, okay, I definitely remember Daffy Duck for sure. Okay, but Eddie sound like he might be a little chill and cool. Let's go with him. You say he
he's
got a
not chill.
little slow vibe going on, a little smooth
He
vibe.
ain't chill, girl. Nah, he ain't chill, girl.
Oh, he ain't. Girl, I might have
He's
made the
not
wrong
chill, girl. He's
decision.
he's super active. He acts like someone that had a sugar rush, and had too much liquor. Yeah, he act like that.
That sound like me when I don't have too much liquor.
All right. Well, I guess you're going with Eddie
Child,
Chan.
girl, I be doing the
Yeah,
most.
when we get off of here, you need to probably go look him up so you can see who you talking about.
Matter of fact, girl, should I Google him now? Nah, it ain't that deep. Okay.
That is so funny. Let me see, because that is hilarious off the
Girl,
fact
you
that
are
you ain't
so
never heard of
funny. I
Ed.
think I might have seen it though. I just was not watching. Okay, now that I pull it up, I do remember their face. Oh, okay. I think I remember now, girl. I think I remember, child. It's just I wasn't really a Cartoon Network girl. I was big on Nickelodeon. I was a Nickelodeon girl. Oh, okay, Delia. You said I gotta look it
I
up
like all of
first.
them.
Girl, I sure do. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I ain't gonna give you no copyright strike, am I? I'll look it up later.
Yeah. That is so funny to me though.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, are you afraid to die? Why or why not?
I'm not afraid to die. Absolutely not. Um, that's part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hey, we're born to die. We are born to die. And hey, I'm a believer, so it is what it is. I try to live if I try my best to live every day my last because we don't know. Um and I just try to make sure that, I'm keeping relationships with people that matters the most to me because I mean life just isn't promised. And you can't walk around being scared to die because that's creating an anxiety on a daily basis.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you
It
always
really
thinking about
is.
right. What if something happened to me today? Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, just
Yeah.
live life.
Hmm.
Girl.
You'll feel like you're literally living in the movie Final Destination, where any little thing turns into something that may attack you. Yeah.
I know somebody
Hmm.
that was like that. Like he was always talking about how he thought he was gonna he was like, I wonder how I'm gonna end up going out and dying. I think about that every day. I'm like, really?
You
So
know,
you
there's a
just,
lot of people that do think about that, honestly. I
I
remember when I
know.
was in high school, there was some girl, I forgot her name, but she was in the same class as me. And I guess we had like got done doing what we was doing. So we was all like talking to whoever we wanted to talk to in school, like in the class.
Yeah,
And she came around and told us, like, I see things and I know how people are gonna die. And she started telling people how they're gonna die. And girl, when she told me, I looked at her like I will slap you, like
what,
for real.
girl? You better
Yeah,
stop trying to.
I was like, I will slap you. Yeah,
What,
I could not believe her. She told me the way that I'm going to die, God forbid, the way that I'm going to die is by a chainsaw.
girl? Oh no,
Yeah,
I would have got away from her. Oh no, 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 no.
yeah. I was like, are you crazy? Are
Yeah,
you
I
insane?
rebuked that. I rebuked that devil girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
rebuke that. What?
No way.
Yeah.
What's she
Mm-mm.
think about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Girl, no, I don't think so. That she sound crazy. No, for real, that's crazy
Mm-mm.
though. Cause back in my early
Yeah.
20s, I used to have like little crazy, like I thought they were premonitions, but it was really just my anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yes, girl.
girl.
Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what is something that you have on your bucket list that you feel like, regardless if you don't finish your bucket list at all, you want to make sure you do this?
Oh, girl, I'm in the process of making my bucket list right now for the year. So it's crazy you asked that question. I kind of want to grab my planner because I got my bucket list in my planner. What is it? Mm. Girl, let me grab my planner. It's sitting there looking at me right now. Girl, this is a good
So that's
question.
interesting. So do you make a bucket list for the year?
No, girl, like I just started doing that this year, actually.
Like
Cause
just
I'm
adding to a list?
yeah, my
Okay.
the planner I have actually has a section for a bucket list.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
yeah, so I was like, you know what? Like I ain't never did a bucket list, so let's do a bucket
Mm-hmm.
list. So that's where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
with it, girl. Let's see. I wanted to do it's this thing called, I think it's called Spartan Race. But I don't know if you ever watch like Gladiator
Yeah, I
and
kind of
stuff like
figured when you
that.
said that, that's literally the first thing that popped in my mind because that's the only time I really heard of that show.
Yeah, girl. I wanted to do something. I'm wanting to do something like that by the end of this year. Where I'm like literally challenging myself, like to do. I don't know if it might be a marathon or it might just be like one of those courses or whatever. But I'm gonna say that it's called Spartan Race. So
Okay, yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go and subscribe to her channel and check her out, you guys. All
thank
right,
you.
so you're welcome, love. So the next question that I have for you here is, if you had $1 million on the line, would you rather go to Snake Island and stay there for 3 days alone? Or would you rather walk for 1 hour in the Death Valley, California?
Girl, I don't. Death Valley. Death Valley.
Oh, child.
Neither one, but
Neither one for real. Neither one for real because Death Valley, I've read up on so many articles on that valley, and I've heard how some people would drive through there and literally, like, I don't even know, I think they would run out of gas or their tires would bust or something, and they would end up getting out of the car, and when they get out of the car, girl, they barely survive because it's so hot. And they end up like nobody literally can like survive there damn near. Yes, so at Death Valley, the snakes are poisonous, and there's like thousands and thousands of snakes, and that's literally their island. So that's why it's called Snake Island. It's an island full of snakes. You can
I'll
like
take my
literally look it up
chances on Death Valley. I just may be
on
the one
Death
to
Valley.
survive. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
you know, there's snakes in the desert too.
Well, god dang.
Yeah, and you know over
Girl.
there they got scorpions and they got like girl, they got all type of stuff over there too. But at least you're only gonna be there for an hour. But child, an hour probably you ain't probably ain't even gonna make it in an hour. I don't know,
Well,
but
girl, you look,
Mhm.
you giving us a hard time with these questions now. We ain't got no
Yo,
girl. Come on
I wouldn't
now.
want to
I
do
don't.
either or. But I
Yeah,
remember who was it? It was Nunu. Nunu said that she wanted to be able to go and do like I forgot. Oh, she wanted to do Survivor. She was like she wants to participate in Survivor. If that was something that she can do, she would want to do it because she's into stuff like that. I
okay.
was like, oh girl,
I
Survivor is kind of like,
know.
but Survivor is really different from X Factor, I guess you would say, because X Factor they would lay you down in the bucket and put
What?
all types of stuff on you.
girl
Like,
just didn't care. Okay, like,
yeah. I used
that's
to really enjoy watching X Factor though.
yeah. Jay trying to see me to
She
the pearly
said,
gates, child. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
Danielle is
I'm
so
up out of here either
funny.
way. Okay, I ain't even gonna get to the $1 million. So,
Yes. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what makes you nervous?
mm, oh, girl, um, it makes me nervous, like speaking in front of a lot of people. But I mean, it's something I do well though. But I get nervous every time I do it. So.
Okay.
Performing, I don't
You know,
care. Being in front of a lot of people and speaking or whatever is, it gets nerve wracking. So
yeah, nah, I feel you. But I remember I used to be like that like years ago. But that's definitely a fear that I have conquered because I feel like I can walk in front of a group of 1 million people and start speaking and speak freely. You know what I'm saying? So that's
that's
definitely not
awesome.
something that I have anymore. Yeah. So Danielle was asking, have you ever seen Naked and Afraid?
No, mm-mm. But is that like Survivor?
Probably. Boogie Time said,
Child.
I watched Naked and Afraid.
Is that one of them shows? It's like on
Okay.
ABC, I think. Like oh, okay. She said it was like Survivor. Okay.
Yeah, they both
Mm-mm.
said yeah.
And they literally
Okay.
naked.
And
I'm
Naked and
sorry.
Afraid.
Okay.
TLC, I think.
Oh,
That's funny
okay.
though. I think I've heard of it, but I've never watched it before.
Me neither.
hmm
Mm-mm, child.
Okay.
Darn. Okay.
So the
I
next
feel you.
question that I have for you here is, if someone was to ask you for advice on entrepreneurship, what would you tell them?
First of all, see if entrepreneurship is for you. Like, because I don't feel like it's for everybody. I understand, like, for the people who are working a 9 to 5, we would all love to leave our jobs and do our own thing, but it's literally not for everybody. I'm just going to be real with you because, and I would say it depends on what type of business. I will definitely say that. But you have to wear like many hats. It takes if you want a successful business, it's gonna take organizational skills. Um, I make sure I get my rest. I do, but there are gonna be times where you're gonna have to wake up early, go to sleep late. It's a journey. It's a journey. It's gonna take tough skin. Just like if you're a content creator here on YouTube and you see the ups and downs. It's like that in running a business. Like there's ups and downs. There's good
Mm-hmm.
days and bad days. And you just gotta have tough skin. You gotta be again super resilient. So I mean, if you are weak at heart, I'm not gonna recommend it. I'm just not. So yeah, make sure that's gonna be my first tip. Like make sure um if check with make sure that's is for you, and the way that you do that is look at your day to day, your daily habits in your daily life. And if it's hard for you to even like function and operate in your normal day-to-day routine with going to a 9 to 5, it may be hard for you to adjust to entrepreneurship, because you're gonna need routines, systems, you're gonna need a schedule, you know what I'm saying? So you really are, because it's just gonna be a lot. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's true. That's most
Mhm.
definitely true for real.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, if you was to start over on YouTube with the knowledge that you have now, what would you do differently and why?
If I was to start differently on YouTube, the knowledge I have now, Um, hmm. I think I wouldn't have overthought it as much. For me, I think once upon a time it was hard for me to be consistent on YouTube because I was caught up in what everybody was saying as far as having a niche. Is it niche or niche, girl? I don't know. Having a niche. People, the hashtags, thumbnails, and just the whole nine, like, and having this great intro and this hook, like I just overthought all of that, and that made it hard for me to want to be consistent. Even with the editing, I was just overthinking the editing. I thought it had to be just over the top, versus just posting, just first showing up for yourself and just posting and getting into the flow and the routine of posting. And then
Mhm.
you can start to incorporate those things. But you want to just go ahead and start building that habit on being consistent first before you start thinking about all of that extra, those extra bells and whistles. So yeah, if
Yeah.
hey girl, like I wish if I would have known what I know now, I would have just been like, you know what, just post. Just post. So
Yeah. I definitely agree. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, have you ever thought on becoming a life coach?
ooh. Girl, it is crazy because I just don't know where God gonna lead me. Like every
Mhm.
day there's oh girl. So the reason why I've been missing from YouTube for the past 2 weeks is because I've made some new commitments in my personal life. I've made new commitments where I'm leading a group of women. And in leading this group of women, I'm realizing like, dang, I got influence a little bit. Like people want to hear what I gotta
Mhm.
say. You know, and I guess, for now, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just seeing where things take me. And life coaching may just be a thing, you know what I'm saying, for me.
Mhm.
Because I do the work. I'm not gonna lie. Like I do the work in my personal life. Like nobody's gonna be
Mhm.
perfect, but I'm just all about being the best version of myself. And if I can help other women or men get there that's still lost, then life coach it is. I'm all about helping the people and serving. Serving, serving, serving.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm doing
Okay.
too darn much. That's the problem.
And now you're doing too much.
Child, I
Okay.
am. I'm doing too much, child.
All right. So the next question that I have for you here is, how do you think society is treating the young kids in school? Do you think that as they're learning and coming up to like being and turning into young adults, do you think that they're getting the proper care and education as they should? And if not, what do you think that they can do differently?
I don't like how things are now in the school system. I personally I think, number one, kids have too much leadway. And it's hard for me to speak on this being someone who just has like nieces and nephews. I really don't know what's going on in the school systems. Really, all I know is what I'm seeing in the news. As far as the killings and the shootings that's going on. With that, I don't understand why we don't have metal detectors yet. That part I don't understand why that's not part of a budget. Um, but I'm gonna say this for me, I can't even blame it on the schools though, because I think it really starts in the home. It starts with the parenting. It starts. That's where the foundation is. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mhm.
are properly constantly pouring into your child the way you're supposed to, and you're not allowing them exposure to certain things at home. I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times that'll translate into wherever they go. Now, of course, they're going to have peer influence. I get it. There's going to be influence in the schools. That's going to happen. But if there's some proper structure and discipline at home, when that child knows, oh, it's going to be some consequences when I get home, you know what I'm saying? Then it's going to make them think twice about doing those things in school. So, I mean, I do feel like the school system can tighten up on a lot of things and do better, but we can't hold them responsible for raising our children. Essentially, like I said, it's really up to the parents and how you are. raising your kids. I don't like it. Please forgive me. I'm not wanting to offend nobody, but I just think again, parents are letting kids have too much privilege when it comes to especially these cell phones. Because I mean, in social media, I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, it's nudity and it's just horrible. Okay, like with these game systems, like I know that Grand Theft Auto game got all different cursing and stuff in it. I just think kids should not be allowed to be exposed to those things until they become a certain age. So I mean, I just feel like if we could go back to somewhat of an old school parenting system, that would help in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna lie, back in my day, we got a lot of whoopings, with the belt. So it did traumatize us a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta go that far. But like just having some kind of like not trying to be their friend, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, oh girl, that's a complex question, but I mean, but yeah, the schools. I mean, I think their focus should be on protecting the kids. Definitely, like they should be more so focused on protecting the kids when they're there. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go and subscribe to her channel and check out her content, okay? So, this question that I have for you here is actually your last question. So, thank you guys so much for making it this far in the interview. So, this question that I have for you here is the way that Drake is right now on tour. If he was to call you and ask you to come with him on tour, but you wouldn't be able to perform at the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar, which one would you choose and why?
Okay, you asked if can I either go on tour with Drake or the Super
Hmm.
Bowl with Kendrick Lamar? Is that the question?
Pretty much.
Okay. Um, I don't know. I would have to go on tour with Drake.
You want to miss out on the Super Bowl? That's like the biggest night of the whole year.
I don't care
But
about the
nah,
Super
I
Bowl
feel
like
you.
that.
I know
But
that
no,
the
it's
Super
gonna give you
Bowl
proper
is a big
exposure.
night, but you're in front of a large crowd. Even though if you go on tour with Drake, you're going to be going to a lot of different cities and you're going to be in sold out stadiums and all of that. But
Girl, I
you're
want
going
to
to be in front
travel.
of a large crowd.
I want to travel. I want to let me go from city to city to state to state. Like. But the Super Bowl's cool, though. Like you said, it's cool. But shoot, girl, let me get on that road.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah, because the Super Bowl was literally only like it'll only be a 12 minutes performance versus you going on months long tour.
Girl,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But if you gonna be opening for Drake, girl,
Girl, at this point, I don't even want to be in the music industry. I
why?
don't. Girl, it's just it's too much going on. I ain't never believed in the Illuminati, but now I do. And I think a lot of them are in the Illuminati. I really do feel like you got to sell your soul to be in the music industry now. I really do. So that's just my opinion, y'all. For
Danielle is
real.
so funny. She said, "It's Drake though. No, thank you. I'm clearly biased. I pick Kendrick either day, either way."
Oh, yeah, you Kendrick
I feel
Lamar
you.
fan. I get it, child. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the travel for me,
To
though.
be
I don't.
honest, I think that I would choose to do the Super Bowl with Kendrick because I know it's going to be huge for sure.
Mm.
And I don't know the way that Drake has been these last few months, honey. He quick to switch up on you.
You know
So
what?
you
See, I
may
don't
get kicked
even
off at the first city. You
really
may
see.
get kicked off at the first city.
Girl, I ain't even been like keeping up with pop culture, so I didn't know he was doing all that, child. I didn't know. Are they beefing right now? Kendrick Lamar and Drake or something like that? Girl,
Oh
I
my,
don't know.
dang, you ain't playing when you say you ain't in pop culture, honey. You ain't playing what? You ain't never heard that song that Kendrick put out, They Not Like Us. They not like
Girl, I
us.
heard
They
that
not like
song, but
us.
I didn't know it was like
That
about
was a
Drake.
diss song to Drake. They did a whole back and forth thing. That was like in the rap industry. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up, y'all. I'm gonna look it up, man. That's how like out of touch I am, y'all. I am so out of
Wow.
touch,
It was
y'all.
the biggest thing. Like when I tell y'all, like, it was so epic. Oh my
Really?
God. Yes.
So
I
Kendrick
can't
Lamar
even
probably
believe
ate
it.
Drake up.
He most definitely did. But Drake had in the beginning, Drake kind of it started off, child, we'll be sitting here forever if I get to talking about this. It started off as Drake going against, I think it was J. Cole, if I'm not mistaken. And then J. Cole put out a diss towards Drake. And then oh, no, no, no. It was J. Cole and Drake going against Kendrick. I can't really remember too much, but I think that's what it was. And then J. Cole put out a diss track towards Kendrick and it blew up, but then he deleted it from the internet and then he apologized at a concert that he did. And so,
Oh.
yeah, so Drake was pretty much doing it by himself, but he ended up going against a whole bunch of people like Rick Ross and all these type of people. Girl, he went. It was like dang near like 10 of them. It was like 10 of them against Drake. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned and Drake like ate all of them up, right? So then it turned into Kendrick and Drake, and it ended up being the craziest thing. And when I tell you they was going at each other, like Drake would put out a song, and then like 5 minutes later, Kendrick would put out a song, and then like 3 minutes later, Drake would put out a song, and then girl, it was going so crazy. Like it was going so crazy.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, y'all,
J.
and
Cole
I
was the one that
apologize. I literally, yes, y'all, I've been in isolation so bad. Like I don't even listen to the radio, y'all. I listen to music,
it
but I
was
be
crazy.
y'all, I'm in isolation, like super isolation.
Yeah. That's why so many people feel like everybody, like the industry, is like trying to push Drake out of the industry dang there because Kendrick Lamar just went to the Grammys and won 5 Grammys. And one of the Grammys that he won was Song of the Year, and it was his diss track towards Drake. And now he about to be performing at the Super Bowl, which is about to be insane. And Drake has kind of been, he's not MIA because he's on tour, but have you even heard of Drake being on tour? Like, it's not even being talked about, and he's on tour. You know what I'm saying? Drake is huge. So you would think it would be everywhere, but nobody is
Right.
even like paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And then
Ah,
like Kendrick's just been getting all this recognition, and then he's about to after the Super Bowl, him and SZA is about to go on tour. So they tour is
wow.
about to be making like noise, honey. And then his
Numbers.
tour is about to be, yeah, his tour is about to be promoted by Jay-Z and Cash App and Chow.
Wow. I mean, I'll be watching the
Child.
Super Bowl tomorrow. I'll be there for the wings and chips and dip. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see what's tea.
Girl, yes. Mm-hmm.
Girl, okay. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
posting, like keeping updating me. Okay. Like,
Yes, girl. It's gonna be real crazy. But yeah, so now that this interview has come to an end, do you have anything you would like to say?
girl, you brought those questions. Like, what? I wasn't
You are
expecting
so funny.
that. I'm like, girl, I hope I answered those questions right, Chad, because shoot, I wasn't expecting that, honey. I'm like, dang, I wish I could have prepared. I wanted to give some politically correct answers. You feel me? But hey, I
Yeah,
love it.
but you
I
did
love
really
it.
good.
Thank
Yes, I
you,
love it too.
girl.
You are so welcome. Thank
Girl,
you
that
so much for being here also.
of course. You
Mhm.
keep up the good work, girl. I love it. Girl, like you literally, I don't know, like if that was something you've ever looked into doing, like I don't know if you went to school for journalism, but you are really good with like researching people and just really being thorough with your questions. That's really dope.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that. But no, I've never done that before. I've just always been into researching, and that's how I got really deep into like just finding out things about myself when it comes to YouTube. That's how I studied YouTube, and that's why I ended up putting out a whole bunch of how-to videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
would be so confused, and then I would find something out, and then I would research it and get a whole bunch of information, and I would just put it out there to people. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that went. But yeah, I've always been into researching, girl. Like it's just always been my little thing, and I'm really good at finding the little things because I feel like a lot of people can like interview one person, but I feel like I would interview them different because I'm gonna call out the things that don't matter that much that really kind of do, things that people
Yeah.
overlook. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I thought
Hmm.
it was dope how you you mixed in like some funny questions with like
Oh yeah,
the deep
yeah,
questions. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Hmm. I love doing it like that. It just keeps it entertaining and it kind of keeps it afloat. So yeah.
girl, you stomped
And I'm
good.
goofy and serious, so it's on me. Yeah.
Right. Girl,
Mhm.
same, same.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
Danielle said, "I say it every time. Jay is a journalism or a journalist.
it's
Informal
definitely a
and
gift. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
informal
gift.
and informant is a gift to have. Yeah.
It is. It's
Yeah.
such a gift because I
I
mean, I'm
appreciate
telling
you,
you,
girl. Mm-hmm. So y'all
y'all
better make
know.
sure to check out Danielle because I am going to be interviewing her as well, and it's going to be on the 12th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
So y'all make sure to tune in
I
because the
will.
girl is going to be sitting in the hot seat.
Yes, Danielle,
Okay.
girl, it's your turn, girl.
It's your
Okay.
turn, girl. Yeah.
Y'all gonna be picking on me because I ain't know what the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef was, but it's cool.
Nah, they're gonna pick on you because you ain't know who Eddie was.
Child, what nobody looking at Cartoon Network? We was looking at Nickelodeon. Okay.
Child. I know, right? Mm.
At Disney
Yeah.
Channel. Well, Disney Channel a little bit, but Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon was it. What was
Mhm.
Rugrats was on Nickelodeon? Yeah, Rugrats. I bet you
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
that?
yeah. I used to love Rugrats. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was my thing. I went to the movies to see the movie.
Oh
Like,
my
yeah.
god, I remember that too, but I never been to the movie to see it. I actually had got it on what's that thing called again? Dang, it's been a long time. VHD. What the tape
Um, oh, VHS.
VHS. Dang, it's so
Yeah.
long ago. I had it and I remember it because that was the only orange one that I had. Because if y'all remember
Oh, it
it
was
being on VH1,
orange.
it was orange, and I thought that was so dope that they did that.
I
Yeah.
bet you I
So
don't remember.
wherever
Good
I would put it in a stack of the tapes, I would know it exactly, and I would just pull it and go
and boom. Yeah,
play
that was the
the
good
movie.
old
Yeah.
days. Good old
Mm-hmm.
days. I bet you I don't remember
Yeah.
Good Burger. Good Burger. Look, let me let me get off here.
Mm-mm-mm. They say, yep, I had the orange one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nickelodeon was dope.
It
So, but
was most definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with us in the live. Again, this is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go and subscribe to her channel and check out her content, okay? And you know what? Before we go, I do actually want to play another song real quick because how hold up.
what,
Because
girl?
if y'all don't know, this girl can sing down. I'm talking about sing down, okay? Y'all need to get with it. Y'all need to get with it. Y'all need to go and check out her videos for real because her knees, she over here acting like she just can talk, but she can sing. Okay? She
Girl,
can
I don't
like
started back
sing,
singing a
sing.
little bit. I have a little bit, you know.
Yes.
Girl, you so sweet. I
So let me
appreciate
see.
it. Sing, 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 girl. Who was that earlier
Da,
said that?
da, 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 da. I want a real shine, ayy, diggy diggy, a real shine, ayy, come on, a real shine, ayy, diggy diggy, a real shine, ayy, come on, a real shine, ayy, diggy diggy, a real shine, ayy, come on, a real shine, hey, diggy diggy, a real shine. I came to hit the band today. I ain't thinking about you. I came to hear my drummer play. Boom, clap, boom, clack. I'm in love with you. Cause my vibe ain't you. Do to me when you boom, clap, a boom, clap. I want a real shine. Hey, diggy, diggy, a real shine. Hey, come on, a real shine. Hey, diggy, diggy, a real shine. Hey, come on, a real shine.
Yes. Y'all don't
Thank you.
know. Y'all better find out. Okay.
Girl, I
Period.
appreciate it's
Yeah.
crazy because I actually when I started back YouTubing, I had privated all of those videos. But I don't know, something told me to take them out of private mode. So here we are.
Yes.
For sure. Thank y'all. I loved having you all
Yes.
tonight. So it was
Well,
just
thank you guys again so much for being here. Y'all have been amazing, and I hope that y'all enjoyed y'all time. Again, this here is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with the Road to Success. Please make sure to go subscribe and check out her content. You guys have an amazing night. Thank y'all so much.
and hey to everybody in the
Bye.
playback. Bye bye.